It's the weekly drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got the International 9300i for American Truck Simulator.
Junior, Senior.
G'day YouTubers, it's Senior here from Junior Senior Gaming, and today it's the weekly drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got the International 9300i for American Truck Simulator. Now, as you can see, it is very early in the morning, 5:43 AM to be precise, and we're going to be hauling some lumber. So, we are in Coos Bay, COOS Bay in Oregon, and if we have a look at the map here, there we go. We're in Coos Bay, and we're going to be going through Newport and then go to Bend. So a couple of new places that we haven't been to yet, and that's going to be a lot of fun because this is all still new area, and I haven't really discovered much, have I? You can see that I haven't even driven into there properly. I've actually just teleported in there, so it's a bit slack, but anyway. Yeah, so we're going to be discovering a few places there. Now, so the weekly drive, the International 9300, well, it was interesting last week, wasn't it? We had the International 9300i with 71 votes, and the Kenworth T880 with 57. I thought that was actually going to take it out this week. And we had the Magirus Duets 290 for 38 votes. Now, that Magirus was not actually a very bad mod. It was actually quite good. And old school truck, but I don't know. Obviously, it wasn't very popular. So there we go. That was probably why it didn't win. I thought it was going to give, being a mod, it was a very nicely made mod. I thought it was going to give the rest of the mods quite a good run. But you know, sometimes I'm wrong about these things. Never mind, these things happen. Now today we're carrying some lumber, 25 tons of lumber on a triple, so that's going to be interesting. So let's get this rigger rolling, because we got a few miles to do today. So we'll jump into the cab there. I'm just checking that audio level there. It looks a little bit low, but I'll just turn it up just a fraction. There we go. All right, so let's get on the road, shall we? Doing a tug test quickly, since we're not going to go anywhere with the trailer brake on. We need to take that off. There we go. And away we go. I'm going to swing this out really wide because we're carrying a triple. Plenty of room there. Don't even have to worry about it. What do we got down there? There's another little section down there I noticed. And this area, it looks actually really good. It reminds me of a very small, you know, community sort of town, this Coos Bay, so very interesting. Looks, from what I saw, you know, it looks quite nice, so very good. Alright, stopping there at the lights here. Now this week, let's talk SCS news, why not? This week, SCS on the road, the PGA 2018 from the 12th to the 14th of October, which is this weekend. SCS is down there. They're doing a whole heap of stuff as they normally do. Look at that, she took off in 4th. And they've got their actual, you know, the little, what is it, the container that they've got down there as well, so they're having a whole heap of fun there. They did have one of the custom steering wheels developed an electrical problem, believe it or not, so they're not really that old, are they? That's weird. I suppose it gets a lot of use, doesn't it? So they get a bit of a thrashing there from the people that use it. So I suppose, you know, these sort of things do happen. Now, now one thing that I did read in the article was that SCS will be releasing soon. It was just a brief one sentence that they said. and they said that SES will be releasing soon the ATS Special Transport expansion. So that's coming soon, very, very soon. And you'll be able to preview that at the actual, this weekend at the PGA 2018. So if you're able to go to that, I really suggest you go to that and just to check that out. You know, that sounds really interesting. It's got me intrigued, especially since we've been waiting a while for that. Look, there's some logs there. That's what I was trying to carry. I've not been able to find any logs to carry. Look at that log trailer. That log trailer looks really cool. Very different to what I'm used to. So yeah, that was in itself the ATS Special Transport expansion. That's something exciting. That's probably the most exciting news that I've actually got for today. That they, whoa, geez, we're going in the bushes. That they're going to be releasing that. So as soon as they do, that is going to be really cool, because we're going to have to include that into the weekly drive. Those special transports in Euro trucks are actually quite good, and they're actually a really good way to make a lot of money. So if you can actually do that in American trucks as well, that's going to be really cool. Now, what else did they say as well? Awesome truck pictures. So there was a whole heap of really cool truck pictures, as always, from the show. They had your Peterbilts, your Kenworths. They also had a whole heap of European trucks as well in there. So definitely heavily modified trucks, and they look really, really cool. I love the look of heavy, those modified trucks. How they in Europe, how they have all the paint jobs on them. Bling bling, chrome and stuff like that. They look really nice. We do see some here in Australia, but not as many. Nowhere near as many as what they have. What else did we have? Let's see. There was... Now, there is a new event, guys. For those guys who love to play Euro trucks as well as American trucks, there is a new... Oh shit, I got too close to the pole. Accident! I had an accident! Oh my god, I had an accident. Everyone look out. Bloody poles. Who puts poles like that close to the road anyway? Serious? Wouldn't do that here in Australia. Never matter. Never mind. Don't get much damage. 5% damage for that. That nice little stunt there. Very good, senior. Oh man, these things happen, don't they? Now there is an event, and it is called the event Trade Connections. I'm trying to read while I drive through town here. It's pretty difficult. I keep losing my spot on the notes. Event Trade Connections Germany event. Now the goal is to complete 10 total deliveries of any cargo between Germany and 10 other countries, different countries, in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Okay, so you can't do the same countries over and over again. It does not work. Okay. Now also they must be, and it doesn't say this in the notes, but it must be World of Truck contracts. You cannot do standard jobs. Okay, so it must be, whoa. Okay, let's just go over here and I'll show you. For Euro trucks, you go to the job market, and it must be external contracts. You can't do cargo market or freight market or quick jobs. Okay, they don't work. It must only be external contracts. And if you can't see that, then it means you need to connect to your World of Trucks. Okay, so you need to go into your options and then go to connect to World of Trucks. Okay, so that's another video for another time. I believe I've already done that anyway, how to connect your World of Trucks. So yeah, make sure that you get in on that, guys, because that is a lot of fun. Now, what do you get? That is the #1 question that people ask. What do I get for my effort? Well, basically, you get if you just do it yourself, so you got 10, right? It's a community event as well. So that means that if you do your 10 and then everyone else in the community gets to the community goal, which is 50 million tons of cargo shifted, then that seems like a lot, I know, but it is possible. Then what will happen is you'll get extra prizes on top of that. So what happens if the community doesn't reach that goal? What do you get? Well, if the community doesn't reach that goal, oh man, this is a really cool photo right here. Then you get a couple of prizes. So you get the Brandenburg Gate dashboard fuck, get off the bloody thing there. Jesus. Tell you what, senior, you're dodgy driving today or what? So you get the Brandenburg Gate dashboard mini replica, and you get 3 random country pennants, possibly including a rare German pennant. Now that sort of, you know, tricked my interest. Of light bulb went off and went, ah, rare German pendant. Ooh, I like that. I'll have to get myself one, I think. So hopefully I'll either be able to get one or I'll be able to find one, which will be what I'll be trying to do. Now, those pennants are really cool. Now, if the community goal is achieved, you will also receive a German Shepherd bobblehead, dashboard toy, and golden stag dashboard statue, and under the bridge background. Now, I'm going to quickly see if I can... oh, that was my Oregon research that I was doing. There we go. Here's the pictures here. So, look, this is basically what you will receive if you... that is the standard one if the community goal isn't reached. Now, if the community goal is reached... Oh, and then there's your pennants there, like, you know, your pennants you get to drape across. Now, if the community goal is reached, you get this little dog. Isn't he cute? He's a cute little doggy, that one. And you also get that stag. Now, I think that's just one ripped out of Game of Thrones, isn't it? Looks like it. And you also get this as well. Now, that is your background for the main screen. So, that is really, really cool. Looks like it's meant to be something out of American Truck Simulator, but for Euro Truck Simulator. So, there we go, guys. I do believe that I can smell in the air that another event will be happening very soon after this for American trucks. You know, you get that little inkling feeling. Yeah, I got a feeling that that's coming soon. So for those who only have American trucks, I do believe that they will possibly be doing something after this one. Maybe not straight away. It might be a couple of weeks. But since they've already announced that they're going to be doing very soon the ATS Special Transport expansion, and they've already got some working versions of it, I got a feeling it's not far away, you know? Since they're already showing people how it works, it can't be too far away. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Photo Studio, go back to Photo Studio again. I was going to just take a photo like this as well because, you know what? These photos are really cool, especially when you can see the load. I like them. Up. I want to go up, please. And then you've got the view in the background there. That is really, really cool. Look at that right there. That is a nice view. And we go, thank you. There's a helicopter passing over, probably looking for criminals in the area. I do not know, but I'm just saying that just to be silly. Why not? There you go. That's a good shot there. I like that. Very, very nice. What about, can we actually do, put in a little bit more yellow? Almost looks a bit green though, doesn't it? And make it a bit more red there, and then blur transition depth. What does that do? Oh, we put in a bit of that there. Take that to about there. And then make that background a little bit blurry. How do we do that now? Is that doing anything? There we go. Alright, let's take a photo of that there. Focusing plane position. Whatever. I just like, you know, pulling these things up and down to make it, you know. There you go. Oh, that looks like a good photo for my collection anyway. So we've mucked around with that for enough. Let's get back on the road, shall we? Get into gear. Ah, oh, you stupid shifter. I hate it how it does that. It did that to me yesterday while I was recording, and it did it to me today again. What on earth is going on? What about a photo right there? As we're just coming out of that thing. Photo, there we go. Photo mode. How's that gonna look? And I'll get rid of that blur strength altogether. And there we go. That actually doesn't look too bad, does it? Take a photo like we're standing there, you know? We're sitting on the edge, and there we go. That doesn't look too bad at all, does it? Very nice. Very nice. There we go. Enough photos. Enough photos for today. That's fine. We'll take plenty of time to take photos, senior. Right, now we're getting out of town. It's taken us probably half an hour just to get out of town. Now we can put the pedal to the metal and get this rigger rolling. What do we got here? Some crap on the side of the road there. What are they doing? Roadworks. Okay. Man, the roadworks that we got in Brisbane at the moment near where I work. I work, it's near, if anybody knows the actual Logan motorway at the moment, it's got a lot of roadworks going on around, what is it? Oh, geez, Paradise Road and that, so, and that's near where I actually work, so I gotta drive through that like about 3 or 4 times a day, and it drives me nuts. Because the lanes are so skinny, and if you're driving a semi, and you got to try and stick in those lanes, and other truckers, I'm actually not too bad at it, and other truckers come into your lane though, and it becomes a bit of a problem, because you're trying to stay in your lane, and they're not. It drives me a bit bonkers. Put cruise control on, there we go. Holy mackerel, look at this windy road here. Man, that looks windy, very windy. It's gonna take it nice and easy coming through here. That bar is in the road of that mirror, isn't it? I like my truck that I'm driving now. It's the mirrors you can adjust. So if you're not happy with exactly where it sits, you can just undo a couple of bolts and it'll shuffle wherever you want it to go. In, out, you know, backwards, forwards. It's really good. But you can't really do that on these. Look, there's a rest area down there. Very nice. 45, I'm just gonna stick on about 40 through here. And look, love all this rainforest that we've got going on here, bushland. There we go, nice and cruise nicely through here. Keep that, whoa, 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 keep that speed down. Oh, look at the scenery over there. Isn't that nice? That is wonderful. Cook's Chasm. Oh, nice. Sorry, police officer. We're too busy looking at the scenery. We haven't got time to look at the scenery, but we're doing it anyway, so why not? 45. Try and keep that down, the speed. And we made it through there easy enough, so that was alright. And come on, this area here, we should be speeding up a bit faster. Some more bridges. That's what I expect in this area. Lots of lumber and lots of bridges. Oh, look at that down there. Some dude parked his car and he's doing some fishing. That's pretty good. It's another rest area, but we can't get into that one. 65 through here now. Oh yeah, the engine that I've got today is the Cummins. I can't even remember what it is. It's it was what was it? 465, I believe, horsepower. So, you know, I don't like giving. I was going to go the C500. But that's like 900 horsepower, and I'm thinking, you know what, that's overkill for what I need. And I'd much rather have the engine, you know, dip down so it's not so, you know, oh, watch out family, so it's not so powerful. Newport. Ooh, very nice. I like that sign there, Newport sign. So yeah, I like to have the engine a little bit sort of underpowered so that it sort of adds to realism. That is a nice boat that somebody's just left there. And we're going through. Seven high, I'll drop that down to 7 low. And through Newport. Look at all these roads that you can take through here. Roads that go nowhere. But what have I been up to this week? Well, I've been very busy. Woohoo, look out, mate. I've been very busy at work this week doing 11 and 12 hour days. And I think it started catching up to me, you know, towards the end of this week. So I'm starting to get a bit tired on Friday. But thank goodness, Saturday and this morning, today's Sunday, I slept in. So I had a nice big sleep in. And that was good. I haven't done that in a long time, so it's a nice nice body of water there. Some boats. And guess what? More bridges. It's only 35, senior. Slow it down. This, I'm actually liking this area here. Probably best of all so far from what I've seen. Yeah, I think this is probably SCS's best work that they've done so far. So it's actually really good, this, from what I've seen so far. I know I haven't had a chance to do a lot of this, but hey, I'm working on it. I'm getting there. There's so many games that are popping out at the moment. It is unreal, and I'm just I don't know if I'm going to be able to play all of them, to be honest. Especially with the Forza Horizon 4. I've been playing that whenever I get a spare chance. But most nights when you come home from work, all you want to do is just, you know, sit in front of the TV and go to sleep, because your day has been long, and you know, you don't feel like playing games that much, or I don't anyway. Which is really strange for me, because I love playing video games. gonna jump in that lane there after that car moves. There we go. And to turn down here, I might do a bit of lane sharing. How about that? Will I need to? I don't know. Don't know if I will. Wonder if you can cut through that section there. Looks like a nice area to park, actually. And yep, all good. So let's turn and we'll take up a bit of right lane as well over there. Yeah, that went round perfect actually. Bit wide, but if anything. This truck is driving really nice actually. I'm really enjoying driving this. Now if you're an International Eagle fan, then, or you're an international fan, this will be a must for you, I'd say, to try this. It's definitely a very good truck. And use a bit of that banana brake as we're coming around here. It's such a nice drive today. This is wonderful. I love it. Oh, it looks like big sawmill wood chip place. Interesting. I'm looking for lumber yards. That's what I'm looking for. What's this? Deep grout. Must be up there, eh? Huh. I'm looking for some of those off-road areas, which I'm going to have to drive around in single player, and just to see if I can find some stuff. .54. Probably could have made the differential a bit better, because look, I'm in 8 high at the moment, and look, revving out to 15. It's very close to the, this is very close to the transmission I have in my real truck at work. So because I'm doing, normally I do around about 90 at 1500 RPMs in 8 high. So oh, one thing that I did find out as well, I did say in a previous video that the truck that I'm driving at work at the moment is a Kenworth K100 from 1984. Now, my boss got confused because I went and checked the, you know, the panel that shows you all the information about the truck, and that actually says it's a 1997 model. The 1984 model is another truck that he has. It's the oldest truck in the fleet, and another guy drives that, an old guy drives that one, and yeah, that truck is older model. It's definitely a little bit different in the grille. So the grille looks more squarish than what the one that I have is. So also it looks flatter, where mine has a more beveled edge on it. So so yeah, that's, you know, that's a little bit of a difference there, and I do apologise to everyone that I was sort of I thought I had, well, my boss told me I had the older truck of the fleet, but it wasn't. It was the younger one of the two. So there we go. My apologies for mentioning that to you, for saying that to you, and I didn't realise. There we go. Look at that. That looks really cool, doesn't it? Very cool truck. Do we need to use a trailer? Probably not. I can probably clutch that. coming into a nice set of a bit of highway there, out sort of from the country. There we go. Didn't even roll back once. A little bit. Jump back in. Oops. Oh, come on, senior. What are you doing? You're bunny hopping up the curbs again. What? Oh, man. I'm not smoking anything at all. Not drinking at all. No, just one of those days, you know. Actually, if anything, I'm drinking coffee. I need more coffee. Ah, there we go. What else happened this week? Well, for me personally, this week, I got myself a little robot that came in the mail called Vector, and he's pretty cool. For those that don't know, I am actually into technological sort of things like that. I'm a techno geek, and especially if it's a robot that you can program and stuff. So this one at the moment is working on voice commands, and I am, well, as of next month, November, I'll be able to do console commands for it. So they haven't released the SDK for it, which is a bit of a disappointment, and a lot of the community has actually said that, yeah, they are disappointed in that, but yeah, it's alright. I can wait for the SDK. Ask him questions, all sorts of questions, like, you know, what is a pineapple, and what is the meaning of life, all sorts of things like that. And he comes up with some strange answers, which is really funny. One other funny thing that he's done is doesn't really recognize my son. He goes, unknown. When you ask him, who am I, he goes, unknown. So we've introduced him several times and he still says unknown. So I think that's very funny. Oh, somebody got pulled over by the cops. So yeah, I'm going to do a video. I've got an unboxing of him, and I'm going to see if I can add some other stuff in there as well today. So do a little video there, and then I'll try and edit the video through the week if I can. So if you guys are interested in that, then yeah, you can check it out as well. Right, so we have 68 miles to go, not very far at all. How much of the load's damaged? Nothing, but the truck has got 5% because I hit things. Oh man. Oh look, there's a little town that looks like it's a, you know, pop-up town. Somebody's just popped up the front of a town and the back of it's gone. And what's that? Oh, it's a nice river down there. I'm pretty sure we've been here before, haven't we? It looks familiar. I don't think we have, though. I don't know. Look, it just looks familiar, that's all. Let's see. What other things have been happening this week? Well, I've been trying to get in contact with some of my old friends from that we used to be a part of Junior Senior Gaming. Because I've been working so much, I haven't been able to talk to them very much, or if any, which I'm really disappointed that well, sort of in myself, that I haven't been able to talk to anyone like Drew, Ease, Peck, American Stig, Nice, you know, those guys that we used to hang out with a lot. I'm hoping that I can get together with them soon, or a couple of them, and do a video on the event the Germany event, Trade Connections Germany. I'd really like to do that. And I really need to finish this Germany thing before next month, because next month I'm doing some weekend work as well, so. Oh, what's down there? That's a dirt road down there. I'm going to have to go down there one day. Listen to the turbo in this. It's great, isn't it? Smashing along now. You know what? I haven't even had a chance to have a look at the achievements for this area yet, because I noticed there's a whole heap of achievements that I haven't done. All new achievements. I know there's one achievement for this area that you have to discover all the towns and go across several bridges will be another one as well, I reckon. I haven't had a look at them though. Oh look, there's horses. See, I'm pretty sure we've seen those cowboys chasing after the horses before. But I haven't been on this road, so maybe it was on another profile that I was doing on single player. Maybe that's what it was. Because I got my other profile that I've been driving around with. I've been driving my K200 around America, which I always do. Now, what do we got here? Speed limit is 45. And we're stopping. That's a complete stop right there. Let's put the trailer brake on. See, that's what I'm still trying to work out how to get that the handle, you know, to the side of the steering wheel. Truckers that know what I mean. The trailer brake on the side of the steering wheel. That'd be really handy to have, that would. Oh, I know what I could actually do. I could get a, you know, one of those handbrakes, the USB handbrakes you can get. I can get one of those and use that. That'd be interesting. I've seen a lot of drifting games now use that handbrake. You know, they have it right next to the steering wheel and they just grab it and pull it straight down to put the handbrake on. Alright, stopping again. Yeah, I've stopped well away from the line there. Oh, look at that, he's got a little buggy. That's cool. Going out bush with the buggy. 4 miles, so it must be just down the road there, and we just discovered Bend, so can't be too far away. There's a green for us. Oh, come on, get into gear. Ripping through these gears. And what are we discovering here? That is a employment agency. There's a service station there. Chemron. Yeah, I heard on the CB the truckers were complaining about the fuel here in Queensland. They were saying that fuel prices are $1.30 in Sydney and they're $1.64 in Queensland for diesel. So for truck diesel, so that is 30 cents difference. It's amazing. So you wouldn't want to fill up here, you just want to get enough gas to get home and then fill up at home, you know, fill up in Sydney if you're from New South Wales. Get into gear. I filled up my truck for the first time in weeks, and it was 1,200 litres went into the tank. So I've got one, what is it? I've got one 700 litre tank and one 500, is it 500? Yeah, one 700, one 575 litre tank. So that's actually, I thought that was awesome. That fuel's going to last me for weeks that well. There we go. Because yeah, I had my fuel gauge doesn't work in my truck at work, so I have a stick, and I put the stick in the tank, and it's got a marking on there for full, halfway, and empty. Get fuel, it says. So it was getting close to the get fuel mark, so I thought I better get some fuel. That's my fuel gauge at work. So it's really, every time I start the truck in the morning, I check the fuel just to make sure that there is plenty in there. One of the other guys goes by when he drives that truck. If there's fuel dripping off the stick, it's all good. When there's no fuel dripping off the stick, it's a worry. Oh, come on, get into gear. Damn gears, changing too fast maybe. So, lovely area, this is awesome. See, it's a nice little area. Got heaps of mountains and, you know, stuff like that. Plenty of scenery in this game now. It's great, and I love it how that, you know, so many parts of the game are different. Like California's different to Oregon, and Oregon's different to New Mexico, and you know, it's all different. Nothing's the same. It's like I find American trucks to be a lot better for scenery wise than Euro trucks, because Euro trucks is, and it's not, I'm not saying everywhere is the same, but a lot of it is very repetitive, very much the same. So, and I think they're trying to change that now with the newer updates, especially when they're working on Germany. And that's what this whole trade event thing is, to show you a bit more of Germany, what they're doing. Lumberjack, only at something. I didn't see what it said. Alright, looks like our turn off is just up here, our destination. So it's a nice good drive, apart from I had a few little accidents, but that's all good. These things happen. Yeah, go mate, go. No. There we go. I had to stop. I gotta wait for the next slide. These lights in this game change so fast, and I know there's a mod that you can get to, you know, fix up the lights, but another thing is if you get stuck at the lights, you're waiting there for a long time too, so. Now I gotta wait for those guys. Traveling so slow. Come on, mate, you can put your foot down, go faster. Oh man, that was so slow. Come on, yes, green light, go. Watch the trailer, yep, goes around nicely, look at that. And here is our turn just in here. And I'm going to see if I can get this in there nice and neat. Building some new houses here, that's really good. No, I'll pop that in second is what I want. Is that going to make it? Yep, that made it. Awesome. There we go. And I didn't bring my own trailer today. These are actual borrowed trailers. So I'll put the trailer brake on and drop the trailer. There we go. Disconnecting. Thank you very much. That was done nicely. And there's a little bit of XP. And there we go. Current company job offers. I love that. That is one of my favorite things. You can turn and burn really easy, which is great. Okay, well, there we go. That is this week's weekly drive. And that was a little drive of the International Eagle, the International 9300i, or the International Eagle, whichever you want. And look, that drove really well. Didn't have any major issues, any problems or anything. It was just great. It really was. And if you're an International fan, then you're going to love driving it. You really will. It's very smooth, very, very good drive. But what's going to happen next week? What's going to happen next week, guys? Well, next week we've got some more great mods for you. A little bit of controversy in this week's, the coming week's mod review, so stay tuned for that. You know, it's going to be really interesting. So I'm not going to tell you any more. You just have to wait and see what happens. So stay tuned for that, guys. Another 3 mods for you to check out. Also, I've got some other videos. I have been very busy. I've got some Event Trade Connection Germany videos for Euro Truck Simulator 2 coming out. There should be one already published out already. So make sure you check out those guys. They are very, very cool. But that is pretty much it for me today, guys. Look, I hope you enjoyed today's weekly drive. And make sure you tune in for the mod reviews for next week. If this is the first time, if you like this video, then don't forget to punch that like button in the ass. And if this is the first time you've seen Junior Senior Gaming, then make sure you head on over to the Junior Senior Gaming channel on YouTube and check it out. And while you're there, why don't you hit that subscribe button. But until next time, don't forget to keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and I'm 1010 on the side. And remember, game on!